Well, here in Columbus, celebrations at a viewing party at the Union Cafe in the Short North. Supporters of same-sex marriage all wore red today. A crowd of about 30 people watched the decisions live on television. The ruling brought some to tears, and the fact that gay marriage will soon begin again in California gave gay rights advocates hope for what could happen here in Ohio.
We need to be heard at this point. It's a conversation that's need to be had. I'm glad it is being had. And it's an important issue because this is a huge step.
It's amazing. It's amazing seeing the history.
An initiative that would overturn Ohio's ban on same-sex marriages will be on the November ballot in 2014. And while Governor John Kasich has not released a statement on today's decisions, he did remind reporters at an event that he believes marriage is between a man and a woman. Meantime, Republican Senator Rob Portman released a statement supporting the Supreme Court's decision, but said the issue should be decided at the state level. He said, quote, "I believe that gay couples deserve the opportunity to marry, but I believe change should come about through the democratic process in the states, through the process of citizen persuading fellow citizen that civil marriage should be allowed."
We have team coverage of the decisions today from the Supreme Court. ABC6 reporter Dana J. now with more on the effect that the ruling could have here in the state of Ohio. Dana?
Yeah, and Bob, we're back here at the Union Cafe where they are toasting the end of DOMA here this evening. For many, this decision by the court and its possible ripple effect is more than they could have asked for. To Amy Borror and Amanda Powell in March when the Supreme Court heard arguments on same-sex marriage.
I think cautiously optimistic is kind of the best that I'm feeling.
What a difference 3 months makes.
I'm thrilled. I mean, I think it's the best we could hope for.
Court watchers expected the justices to decide that states should make decisions about who should marry. Instead, Justice Antony Kennedy wrote that denying same-sex couples the same federal benefits as other married couples is unconstitutional.
He used language like equality that talked about the importance that this decision has to people and families.
Family and constitutional law professor Mark Spindelman explains that distinction like this.
That's just big news.
Spindelman says the decision opens the door for states like Ohio to challenge bans on same-sex marriage.
The equality principles also apply through the 14th Amendment to the states and limit the state's ability, just like the federal government's ability is limited, to intentionally and purposefully discriminate against same-sex couples and blocking them from getting married.
So the next step is getting a state-recognized marriage for people who are of the same sex, and then we can get all the federal benefits that flow from that.
The court decision gives couples like Amy and Amanda reason to hope that day is coming soon. And I reached out to the group that passed the ban on gay marriage here in Ohio, asked them, invited them to do an on-camera interview. They sent a written statement, and in it they said they believe the states should continue to be the decision makers on same-sex marriage. Reporting live in the Short North this afternoon, I'm Dana J., ABC6 News.
Thank you, Dana. These decisions, of course, the biggest story of the day on social media. People around the globe commenting, and we want to hear what you think. On Twitter, we're at WSYX6. You can use the hashtags DOMA or SCOTUS. DOMA or SCOTUS. You can also join the discussion on our Facebook page. We are WSYX ABC6. Be sure to click like to join the conversation. And stay tuned to ABC6 here on our broadcast for continuing coverage. Coming up at 5:30, we're going to go live to Washington, D.C. again to talk about what happens next. And we'll take a look at some of the comments that you're posting as well on social media. You can also find the latest on the rulings on our webpage at abc6onyourside.com.